What's going on, everybody? I am back with another Prizepicks MLB player props video. This one going to be breaking it down, giving you guys 3 picks from the later time slot games to get you winning some money over here on Prizepicks in the MLB tonight. We are on a 6-2 run. Last video going 2-1. Once again, that's back-to-back 2-1s. Unfortunately, Matt McClain didn't quite come through for us. He had 6 fantasy. We needed him to get over that 7 fantasy hump. But we did cash the Senzel play. We did cash the Devers play. So we are officially on a 6-2 run. If you enjoy this content, it would be greatly appreciated if you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. It is free. It takes 2 seconds to do. Let's try to get this thing up over 100 likes. It would be greatly appreciated. And we're going to break it down. Got a lot more picks over in the premium. If you have not become a KJK DFS VIP member, would highly recommend you do so. Today would be a great day to do so. We have a ton of WNBA action, a ton of MLB action. So we'll be having a ton of action over in the VIP and some high quality picks with so much to choose from on the board. I'm excited for tonight. So without further ado, let's talk about it. If you haven't signed up for Prizepicks, you can use the promo code KJK DFS to receive an instant match on your first deposit up to $100 to lock in these picks and start winning some money. And we will talk about the very first game here on the slate today that I have interest in. It's going to be the Philadelphia Phillies taking on the Washington Nationals. This game comes in with a 9 over/under. Philly is a -190 favorite, and I do want to be talking about their ace on the bump today in Zach Wheeler. Guy has some phenomenal stuff. He's in a great matchup. -190 favorite, and I do think we're getting some pretty good value on his pitcher fantasy score prop on Prizepicks. So let's go ahead and break it down. Let's break down the matchup. Let's break down Zach Wheeler's stuff. Guy is rocking a 23.8% K rate versus those left-handed bats on the season so far. He's got 30.8% K rate versus right-handed bats. Only a 7.7% walk rate, only a 3.5 walk rate to righties. Also, he does not give up a lot of hard contact. We're talking about a 122 ISO against those left-handed bats, a 104 ISO to right-handed bats. So these are all fantastic things. Washington doesn't have a lot of power as is. Only guys that have above a 200 ISO is Candelario in the 3 spot, Corey Dickerson in the 5 spot. But to break down the K rates, we're talking from the bottom up, 22, 21, 10, 14, 22, 18, 20, 11, 28 respectively. So there's a few high K guys mixed in there. Not exactly a dream matchup from a K perspective aspect, but the good thing about Zach Wheeler is his pitching style. He can pitch to contact, he can get the Ks, he can really do it all. His pitch count is high, and he attacks hitters. He goes right in the zone, very controlled pitcher. He's kind of the definition of like a perfect real-life pitcher in the sense we always talk about the real-life versus fantasy pitchers. Some guys, you wouldn't necessarily want to have starting game 1 of the World Series for your team, but they have a really good K stuff, so we like him for props. Wheeler's really good all around, and do like his fantasy score prop over here on Prizepicks today. Once again, Washington, only a 3.79 implied team total. Zach Wheeler expected to get some great run support from his offense, -190 favorite. We just talked about the pitch count, all of these great things for Wheeler. We will pull it up as far as his game logs are concerned. You can see last time out he went 8 innings pitched, 12 strikeouts on 106 pitches. Time prior, 6 innings pitched, 3 strikeouts, and 108 pitches. Had a little bit of rough outing there, but you can see the pitch count's been consistently over 100. You factor in the lack of power in this Washington lineup. You factor in the heavy favorite. He should get the quality start bonus. I'm expecting that he gets the win bonus. And, I could see him going out there and getting, 8, 9 Ks against this squad. But I don't think we have to rely on it. Like his K prop's set at 5.5. I could easily see him getting 5 strikeouts, going, like 7 shutout innings, and his team getting him some runs. So I do prefer the fantasy for that reason. So pick number 1. We're going with Zach Wheeler fantasy over here on Prizepicks. The line is set at 36.5. Has cleared this in 2 of the last 5, but once again, this is a fantastic matchup, I think, from the bounce back. We're talking about Boston, the Giants, the Blue Jays, the Diamondbacks, and the Braves here on his last 5. Much more difficult matchups than the Washington Nationals. No offense to the Nationals, but that's just facts. So I think this is a great spot for Zach Wheeler. Pick number 1. We are going with the over 36.5 pitcher fantasy score here for Zach Wheeler. That will be pick number 1 here. Pick number 2, we're going to kick it on down to the late slot here with a couple of picks that I do have interest in. We'll kick things off first on the second pick with the Atlanta Braves taking on the Arizona Diamondbacks, and I want to discuss Merrill Kelly, who gets a tough matchup against the Braves from a power aspect. This Braves lineup does have a bunch of power. But they also do have a lot of strikeouts, and Merrill Kelly's K rate is up in a significant way this year. So we'll break that down for you guys. As far as Merrill Kelly's stuff, he has been phenomenal in the K category this season, especially when you compare it to years past. His K rates really ticked up. The Atlanta Braves talked about those K rates. You start from the bottom up with their lineup 26, 20, 15, 26, 27, 23, 24, 24, and 13 at the top with Acuna. So there's a lot of strikeouts to be had, especially throughout the heart of the order, which doesn't hurt our feelings. Obviously, he's going to face those top hitters more so than the bottom hitters when the lineup turns over. And Merrill Kelly displaying a 27.9% K rate to lefties on the season, 26.8% K rate to righties. And then when you break down the last 30 days for Merrill Kelly, it's looking even better. 33.9% K rate against lefties over the last 30 days. He's got 31% K rate against righties over the last 30 days. Only a 4.8% walk rate, only a 6.9% walk rate to the right-handed side. So he's been attacking guys. Not to mention the Atlanta Braves, while they do have a bunch of power, also don't walk. You look at these walk rates. They like to swing, man. They like to swing for the fences. That's kind of how this Braves team's been built for quite some time now, even though they've got a ton of talent. There might be some home runs hit off Kelly, but I do expect him to get his fair share of strikeouts, and I think he's got a fantastic line set over here on Prizepicks today that we should be capitalizing on. I think it's just simply too low. I've had interest in his K prop the last couple times he's gone out. He's continued to mash that line. Don't think the lines have adjusted. I don't think Vegas has adjusted. I don't think Prizepicks has adjusted to the uptick in Merrill Kelly's strikeout rate this year. You look at years past, wasn't exactly the top strikeout guy. I get it, but times change. If we go ahead and we look at his 2022, 2023 stats, I've got it pulled up here. We're talking about a 21.9% K rate to lefties and a 25% K rate to righties. I think this line's more appropriate for the old Merrill Kelly, not the new Merrill Kelly that we talked about over the last 30 days. We're talking about a 33.9% K rate to lefties and a 31% K rate to righties. So big difference for Merrill Kelly. Love this play today for sure for pick number 2. Wouldn't want to target like the fantasy. Like I said, he could certainly give up some home runs to this Braves squad. The Braves could put up, like 6 runs against the guy and he could still get strikeouts. That's just kind of how this Braves team's built. Power, but a lot of strikeouts. So if you follow me, that's kind of the deal here. For pick number 2, we're going with the over 5.5 strikeouts for Merrill Kelly. That will be pick number 2 on the board today. And then pick number 3. After Merrill Kelly, we're going on to another late slot game, so you guys can get all these picks in. And we will discuss the San Francisco Giants taking on the Baltimore Orioles. This game has an 8 over/under. Giants are a -158 favorite, and they have a fantastic pitcher on the bump in Logan Webb. Guy has been great. He gets a pitch in San Francisco, which is one of the best pitching environments in baseball. We'll go ahead and pull that up for you guys here. As far as how San Francisco plays to hitters, you can see a lot of red going on as far as you do have, triples alley in the gaps. The ball will travel to the wall, and it's going to be, more susceptible to those extra base hits. But outside of that, really difficult for home runs, singles, etc. MLB, more of a home run hitter, strikeout kind of feel now in the modern day game. So Oracle Park is a fantastic place to be keeping the ball in the yard. Not that Logan Webb needs any more help, but he gets it because the guy's been fantastic. We'll break down his numbers. We'll break down the matchup as far as why I'm liking this one for you guys. For Mr. Logan Webb. So, Logan Webb in 2023 has been great. He gets to take on Baltimore. While they do have a little bit of power throughout the heart of the lineup, Logan Webb, similar to Zach Wheeler we talked about, doesn't give up a lot of power. We're talking about a 128 ISO to lefties, a 127 ISO to righties. Fantastic. A 280 WOBA to lefties, a 276 WOBA to righties. Once again, fantastic. 28.9% K rate to those righties and a 24% K rate to the lefties. Not to mention he doesn't walk, guys. 3% walk rate, 6% walk rate. The ground ball stuff's fantastic. 60% ground ball rate or higher to both sides of the plate. These are all great things. Baltimore strikeout rates starting from the bottom up 22, 21, 29, 27, 30, 22, 23, 12, and 11. So outside of Adley and Adam Frazier at the top, we're talking about 22% essentially or more throughout the entire order. And you look at the last 30 days for Mr. Logan Webb, 27% K rate to those righties, 21% K rate to those lefties. Now, we don't really need to rely on the strikeout stuff where his fantasy score prop is set as well. I do think that the San Francisco Giants offense is going to give him run support. I do think that Logan Webb goes 6 or more innings and allows, next to little as far as runs are concerned. These are all things that are important, of course, when we're talking fantasy score. And I think his line is simply set, honestly, way too low over here on Prizepicks. I don't really understand it. 33.5. He has crushed this in 4 of the last 5. Like, not even close. I don't really understand why he's not up there with like a Zach Wheeler at 36.5. They both have the same K prop. But hey, I'm not complaining. I'll go ahead and take the value here. Like I said, the matchup against Baltimore, the great pitching environment in San Francisco, the fact that the San Francisco Bats get to take on Dean Kremer, who's not exactly the best talent. I think there's a strong chance he gets run support. I think he gets the win, the quality start bonus, all the above. You know, his 5.5 strikeout prop, I do think he could clear, but I think he could easily only get 5 strikeouts. Maybe, you know, get hooked on the strikeout prop and then cash the pitcher fantasy score. Very similar to what we talked about with Zach Wheeler. Both set at 5.5 Ks. Do I think they could clear their K prop? Yes. I just think we're getting a little bit more likelihood with this pitcher fantasy score with how both these guys pitch. They're both can be pitch to contact guys, but they don't allow hard contact. They have great ground ball rates. They go right at guys. They don't walk guys. And they both are massive favorites with their offenses expected to give them some run support, which should give us the win bonus, the quality start bonus on Prizepicks. So pick number 3. Going with the over 33.5 pitcher fantasy score here for Logan Webb, and that will be my 3 picks to get you winning some money over on Prizepicks in the MLB tonight, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. It is free. It takes 2 seconds to do. It does greatly help me out. I'll be helping you guys out with these videos for free. Look and keep this run going today. Once again, the premium is linked below in the description if you're looking for more picks. All of my tickets, a whole lot more value to be had over there on top of this free content. Hopefully this was valuable to you guys today. So that's all for me in this one. Wishing you guys all the best of luck on your Prizepicks MLB player props tonight, and we will see you in the next one.